What's up, you guys? Hope you're all doing good and welcome to our A Dream Dot channel. For those who are visiting our channel for the first time, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Jagdish, a software developer with around 10 years of experience. So far in our channel, we have discussed about some of the basics of Java programming, right from the fundamentals. So today we are going to discuss one such important concept in Java called as super keyword. In our recent past videos, we spoke about the concept of method overriding in Java. So if you have missed it, don't forget to go and check out our channel. This concept is an extension of method overriding. In other words, we are just going to find out the importance of the usage of the keyword super. Super is one such important keyword in Java. We are just going to explain you the practical purpose of the keyword super. Let's take the program that we used it for explaining the concept of a method overriding, because I don't want to rewrite the same code and waste your time. If you have any questions related to this particular program, you can go and check out our method overriding video. So there we have explained you explicitly about the concept of method overriding and what is inheritance, what is extends, and all those things, what is a subclass, superclass. So let me quickly reiterate the purpose of that particular program. So there is a base class called as the car, which has its purpose and its wheeler. Purpose is commuting and wheeler is a four-wheeler, and it has its engine type as a standard diesel engine. And we have one other class called as a Toyota. So Toyota extends the car. So Toyota is a subclass or the child class, and where car is the superclass or the parent class. So Toyota is going to use some of the features, members, or the functions of the parent class. And we have created an object for Toyota, and I'm trying to print purpose and the wheeler, even though purpose and the wheeler are not there in the base class, in this particular child class. It can still be used over here. That is the main purpose of inheritance. It improves the reusability of the code, because the purpose of Toyota remains same as that of the car, and the wheeler remains same as of the car, so you don't have to rewrite it. So that is why we extended the base class car. But when it comes to the concept of engine type, Toyota, that particular brand, can have its own improvised engine. So we overridden this particular engine type method alone. So when you call that object dot engine type, this particular method will get called, which is nothing but Toyota improvised engine. So when you run this particular program, so the output will look something like, so purpose is commuting, wheeler is four-wheeler, but the engine is a Toyota improvised engine. So tomorrow you might decide that Toyota is not going to have an improvised engine, it is going to use same engine, a standard engine. Then you can just remove this particular overridden method, and now if you run this particular program, the standard diesel engine, which is nothing but the engine type method which is there on the base class, will get executed. Okay, so this is the basis of that particular program. Now let's jump into the concept of a super keyword. Now imagine a scenario like there is a speed specification for each of the car. So let the speed be speed max of 220 km per hour. Maybe this is a standard set for all the standard cars, but Toyota can have a different speed. Since it has an improvised engine, it can have its own speed. So let its speed be 240 km per hour, and let's try to, I'm uncommenting this one, let's try to write a method. So private void get the speed of the car, and I'm trying to print the speed, and here let's try to call this particular method, which is nothing but get the speed. Okay, so here toy is nothing but the object that has been created for this Toyota class. Using the new keyword, we have created the object, and using that I'm just going to call get speed. Yes, so this speed points to this instance variable speed, which is a maximum of 240 km per hour. Now if you run this particular program, you will get the output as till this part it is fine, we explained it before, and here a speed is nothing but a max of 240 km per hour because it is using an improvised engine. Now imagine a scenario, there is one brand of Toyota which is not using the improvised engine. Okay, so if it is not using the improvised engine, if I run this particular program, it will call the standard diesel engine. Okay, if it uses the standard diesel engine, the speed remains the same, so it cannot use this 240 km per hour. Then how are we going to access the speed which is there on the base class car? So for this we use a keyword called as a super. If you use the keyword super dot speed, this speed will refer to the speed which is there on the base class. In other words, super is the keyword which is used for accessing the variables, methods or functions of the super class. Now if you run this particular program, you will get the speed as 220 km per hour, which is nothing but the standard speed which is set in your base class car. This is the purpose of the super keyword. You can also use the super keyword in the concept of method overriding. For instance, your speed, now imagine a scenario, Toyota is using the improvised engine. Okay, Toyota is using the improvised engine. So instead of rebuilding the entire improvised engine, so improvised engine means it is you going to use the core model of the engine and it is going to build something on its top. It is not entirely a new engine. So you don't have to rewrite this entire method. In the sense, what I am trying to say is, if car has built an engine and Toyota has built an improvised engine. So this improvised engine is not something completely new. It has its own features on top of the standard engine. So if you are trying to use your own implementation on the top like this one, but at the same time you don't want to reinvent which is already there on the standard engine. So if you wanted to use the basic features of the engine, what you should do is you can call super.engine type. So now if you run this particular program, it gets run as purpose is commuting, wheeler is four-wheeler. Okay, and then we are trying to call engine type. This engine type is nothing but, first it prints Toyota improvised engine. Like on top of the standard engine you have some features, and after that if you wanted some of the basic concepts which is there on the standard engine, then you can call super.engine type. This will call the super classes engine method. So that is why both the Toyota improvised engine and standard diesel engine is getting printed, and speed is getting printed as 240 km per hour because it is using the speed instance variable of this particular class. So to reiterate what we have seen two important examples or features of super, and super can also be used for invoking the constructors. Let's not discuss about that right now, don't worry about it right now. So with relevance to the concept of inheritance and method overriding, super keyword is majorly used for accessing the variables, methods or functions of the super class. We have given you a simple example making use of two classes, a base class and a subclass. So here super class is car and subclass is Toyota. If you wanted to access, speed is a variable which is there both on the base class as well as on the child class. If you wanted to access the speed of this particular class, you can just access their speed. If you want to access a super class variable speed, so then you have to call it as super.speed. Similarly, if you are using the concept of a method overriding, then you can call the superclass method by making use of the keyword called as super. Hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions, you can comment it out on the comment section. We'll reply out. And if you found it really informative, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll meet you in a new video. Thank you.